everybody and welcome back. I'm excited today to do a little bit of a challenge. Now this isn't my challenge. I did have to make a few notes actually so I would remember all the details. So this was originally started by Carrie at the Paper Monkey and it's called hashtag tag your turn. So the idea is that you're making tags and then you then tag somebody else who then also needs to create a tag. And the video could either be you making the tag or just showing the tag and then kind of explaining the materials you've used and how you put it together, that kind of a thing. So I was tagged by Pirio. So thank you very much for tagging me. This sounded like a fun challenge and I really enjoyed the tags that you had made. I'm also going to be kind of incorporating a couple of other things. So I will be tagging Nathalie from Line.Arrow. And in this particular tag that I make, I'm going to be sort of incorporating her Shabby Your Art freebies in here. And to get my tag shapes, I am using the dies that I received from Globeland. Now I've gone with the smaller dies only because these are going to go into my letters journal that I'm making. So you'll see I've got elements in here that kind of link to my letters kit, but as I say, I'm using Nathalie's freebies because they are just absolutely gorgeous. So let's get these out of the way. Now you can see I've already done all of my die cutting, so I've got all of my tag shapes. I even die cut the hole reinforcers, and this tag is also from the die set. As I said before, when I was doing my test cuts in a previous video, I absolutely love these dies. They cut so well and it just gives a nice perfect size tag. So I'm making 2 tags as part of this challenge, and as I said, it's to go with my letters journal. So I'm going to have one that's masculine, so that's for Henry, so that's this one that I have made. So I've used this kind of rope heart that was from Nathalie's freebies. This page here was actually from Nathalie's freebies as well, with the writing and the script. This was some scrapbook paper, but I thought it's nice and light to be able to write on the back. I've got then on the front, this is the ribbon that I used for my binding for my journal. So I've just kind of cut that again with the tag shape. And then I've got this little dangle on the front as well, this very moment. Okay, so the idea is that you note this very moment and you can do that on the back. So that's going to be Henry's tag going in his side of the journal. So I've got Mary's tag to make. So I thought I'd do that bit on camera. So again, like I said, I'm using Nathalie's freebies. These are some more of the really cute hole reinforcers that came with the die set. Really love those, and I thought they're more flowery, so they kind of go with this one. This was obviously the other tag shape as well, so this one's got a nice curved top to it, so I thought again that this would suit Mary's side. So again, this is a freebie from Nathalie. This is just some scrapbook paper. And all I've done is I'm just going to stick those two together. So again, we've got the pretty side and then we've got a side that's pale enough to write on. So I'll glue those together first. And as I said, this is just such a fun challenge. When Pirio tagged me and I was watching what she was doing, I was very excited. So I thought this is actually, we're always making tags, aren't we, as junk journalers? Tags are always part of our journal, so I thought it's a really good idea actually to set this as a challenge, because everybody knows how to make tags. I mean, you don't even really need a die necessarily to make a tag, it's just that I had this die set. They make beautiful shaped and sized tags, so I thought that I would use them. So I'm just going to put on my hole reinforcers. Now I find it easier just to put some glue around the hole rather than trying to put it on here. I'm just going to try and line that up as best I can. That goes on that side. And then again, a bit of glue around the outside. Oops, move that a bit. Let's just push that down. There we go. Okay, so that's my hole reinforcers. The other one is going to go on here. Like that. Oops. Right, okay. And then this was from Nathalie's freebie as well. So you've got these beautiful sort of roses in the background. And there were a couple of hearts in her freebies. I picked this one because I thought the pinks go really well, even though they are different flowers. Then you've got this beautiful kind of scrunched up paper style rose. This is a word from my kit that I've put on there, and then I've got some sort of fabric around the back. Now what I was going to do was create a pocket with this, and I wasn't sure whether the pocket should go on the front or on the back. It kind of stands out a bit more on the back, doesn't it, than it does on the front. So I think I might actually put it there, and then I might just wrap it round. So I'm going to add some glue onto these flaps, and then along this bottom edge. And then I'm going to pop that on the back here, hopefully without getting glue absolutely everywhere. Just giving that a good press down. Now this isn't what's going to go in the pocket, but it just shows you that there is now a pocket there. Glued down the bottom, glued down the sides. There is still some room for some journaling space there, which is fine. And that's how that side is looking. Right, so I think what I need to do next is just to ink around the edges. So that's that. So we've got the pocket then on that side. We've got this prettiness on this side. Similar to this one, I've got this fabric which I've kind of again used throughout the kit. So I've got that and this. This is actually the same paper as this one. I just tried to make sure that when I cut this one, I mean you can see a teeny tiny piece of the flower up in that corner, but I tried to cut it so it was just the writing, so it kind of suited the masculine style, whereas this one I tried to go for all flowers to again just make it look a little bit more feminine. So I know that's going to cover it up, but the idea is obviously it can sort of swish out the side. I would like a little sentiment or something on there though. Okay, so I'm going to use possibly some words from here. I've also got some of the words from my kit that I've been using in the journal, and I might kind of go opposite to this. So I'm going to use one of these on the actual tag and then these on here. So what have we got? Be true, believe in yourself, love, make a wish, beautiful day. You are loved, happy together, from the heart. From the heart's quite nice. And that fits lovely down the bottom as well. So that's going to go down the bottom. And then from the heart, we're going to have joy, I think, because we hopefully have joy in our hearts. Let's just see how wide that is. I might need to trim it a little bit, teeny tiny bit. Oops. And the other side. Okay, and then that's going to go on there. And then all I did was attach everything. So I've got a bulb pin, and I'm just going to make sure everything's together. And then pop on that bulb pin, and then that is my second one. So we've got Joy, we've got this fabric which can lift up, we've got a pocket on the back which needs something, we've got strips of tea dyed paper, so I'm going to maybe just create a little note strip. Let's just make sure it's creased properly, shall we? And we can tuck that in there. That's better. Okay, so we've got some little notes in the back. We've got these on the front. And then that's going to be, as I say, Mary's tag. And then this one, like I've shown you already, is Henry's tag. Okay, so we can see that they kind of go together. They've got the same kind of similar elements. Okay, so those are my two tags. Very quick to put together. It's always very easy when you've got die sets that cut everything to the right shape and everything fits really nicely together. I really love these hole reinforcers as well, especially like the kind of floral shape ones. But even these are an interesting shape. I like the fact that they've got the little holes. They look like the top of a bobbing reel. So that's really cool as well. I really love how these turned out. So thank you very much, Pirio, for tagging me into this. As I said, I'm going to tag Nathalie at line.arrow. I'll put all of the details down below in the description. Have a little search for the hashtag tag your turn, and then hopefully you'll see many more ideas and inspiration on how to create some tags. Well, that's all from me today. A nice short video. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I'll see you all in the next crafty video. Bye for now.